Pizza's on a bagel. You can eat pizza anytime.
Welcome to WatchMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for beloved products that were once available in Canada but have disappeared for one reason or another.
Another pizza delivery.
Not delivery, it's Delisio.
Number 10. Stouffer's. It's a busy Monday and you don't have time to make yourself a decent meal. You open the freezer and look for a Stouffer's lasagna to get you through the day.
At Stouffer's, it's what's on the inside that counts. That's why our lasagna is made with high-quality ingredients you would use at home, like freshly made pasta, real mozzarella, and no preservatives. Just a delicious meal the way you'd make it.
Unable to find one, you head down to your local grocer to snatch one out of the freezer, only to find they have disappeared entirely.
Stouffer's mac and cheese is made with 100% real cheese.
So creamy. So cheesy.
Nestle, the parent company of Stouffer's, announced in early 2023 that it was pulling several of its products off Canadian shelves. Among them were Stouffer's entrees and both Lean Cuisine and Life Cuisine.
Dig in to lunch. Dig in to Lean Cuisine. Lean Cuisine has cheddary, cheesy goodness in every bite.
The company cited a need to put more money and effort into products it wishes to prioritize as the reasoning. Number 9. Little Swiss and Little Debbie. There's nothing like a tasty pastry when you're hankering for a snack.
Meal cream pies, Swiss rolls galore, zebra cakes, Nutty Buddy, honey bun, and more.
Little Swiss and Little Debbie have been helping Canadians quench their thirst for a snack for many years. That is, until 2022, when they vanished from store shelves.
Everybody loves the brownies we make.
Parent company McKee Foods reported that their sole distributor of the product in Canada had chosen to shut its business down permanently. Although they could have chosen to find a new distributor, McKee opted not to.
The Little Debbie Swiss roll, a splendid swirl of cake and cream.
Until the company changes their mind, Canadians will have to cross over into the US if they get a craving for those beloved mini cakes. Number 8. Bonamine. You might have the strongest constitution in the world, but everyone at some time gets a little queasy. Whether it's from motion sickness or the rise and fall of a boat you're on, no one enjoys feeling like they're about to lose their lunch. Medications such as Dramamine are commonly used to combat this very type of condition. In Canada, an alternative known as Meclizine, sold under the brand Bonamine, was formerly available as an anti-nausea medication. For reasons not readily known, the manufacturer stopped producing the medication in Canada, while it still remains available throughout the US. Number 7. Skippy Peanut Butter. It might be a popular brand in other countries like the United States, but in Canada, Kraft peanut butter tends to rule the store shelves.
Need help starting the day? Kraft peanut butter has the goodness of peanuts and 5 essential nutrients.
Heavily promoted by the company and adored by many Canadians, there's no other major brand of peanut butter that stands out in Canada like Kraft. So it doesn't come as much of a surprise that Skippy peanut butter had a hard time finding a place among Canadian consumers.
Just remember to take life one spoonful at a time and go.
Go to your Skippy place.
Hormel Foods, the owners of Skippy, cited a lack of profits and tough competitors as its biggest reasons for pulling the brand from stores in 2017.
120 million jars of Skippy peanut butter are sold annually. That's about 4 jars every second.
In other words, Skippy produces enough peanut butter each year to make 2 billion peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
Number 6. Ragu Pasta Sauce. You walk into a local grocery store, wander down to the pasta aisle, and stare at the endless array of options for sauces.
Introducing an altogether new Ragu. Ragu Hearty.
Most stores will carry their own store brand, along with countless other well-known variations. With so many options available to consumers, it's no surprise that famed pasta sauce brand Ragu walked away from Canadian stores.
This week I made Ragu sauce and it's better than Nancy's.
Mizcon America Inc., the owners of the brand, gave a rather vague reason for the departure, citing a desire to amalgamate some of their brands to help drive competition. Thankfully, Canadians still have plenty of options and can always make a trip down south to pick up more Ragu.
There's nothing like the taste of Ragu spaghetti sauce.
Number 5. Bagel Bites. When you think of frozen pizza, you likely think of a 12-inch-ish sized pie that you throw into the oven for an easy meal.
Now you can feel good about giving them pizza whenever they want.
If that's too much, you might cook a mini pizza, which isn't much bigger than the palm of your hand. Bagel Bites sought out those who'd want to enjoy the taste of pizza in literally a few bites.
Pizza on a bagel. We can all agree with that.
Combining pizza toppings on a small bagel, you had a great little snack. So it left many Canadians surprised when Kraft Heinz pulled them out of Canadian stores in 2022. No explanation was ever given. And now we want pizza for supper.
Bite-sized pizzas on wholesome little bagels.
Number 4. Single-use plastics. As long as people can remember, shopping stores have provided plastic bags to customers to hold their purchased goods.
That crinkling sound at the checkout is gone, replaced by the quieter cotton alternative.
For items like groceries, having bags to put them in was a necessity to bring them home. Not so much anymore in Canada. Single-use plastics are now seeing their end in the Great White North.
So there are now 5 categories of single-use plastics that can no longer be manufactured or imported for sale in Canada now.
Many provinces have already instituted bans on plastic bags, utensils, and even straws. And as of December 20th, 2025, the sale, manufacturing, and importing of such plastics will be illegal. The intention is to try to rid Canada of as much disposable plastic as possible, while consumers are steered towards bringing their own reusable bags.
I think it's great, to be honest, because I think more and more people are using like tote bags like this or like reusable stuff. I think it makes sense.
Number 3. Bugles. Now, here's a snack that has had several attempts in the Canadian market.
There's no such thing as too many Bugles. Bugles. More is better.
The corn chip favorite had been available for years and then was discontinued in Canada back in 2010 due to a lack of demand. Canadians made their love of Bugles known to General Mills, and they brought them back in 2011.
When he eats the Bugles, he finds a crispy corn crunch and discovers with Bugles it's the taste that's a blast.
Canucks must have enjoyed them because they stayed around for more than a decade. But in 2022, the company confirmed via Twitter that they would no longer be available in Canada. Looks like Canadians need to make their voices heard once again.
Hey, let's make a snack in the shape of a bugle. Genius.
Number 2. Delisio Pizza. Here's another entry from our friends at Nestle. A popular brand of frozen pizzas known as Delisio was also pulled from Canadian shelves in 2023.
We didn't mean to cause you any inconvenience with new Delisio Ultimate.
Although not cited as the official reason, it was reported that Nestle had no factory in Canada for any of its frozen foods. With no local source to produce these goods, it's reasonable to assume they were importing them into the country.
This breaks all kinds of rules.
With supply chain issues having become worse due to COVID-19, this may have contributed to the loss of this and other brands of theirs.
Lighten up, pizza boy.
Pizza man.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Kleenex. Does anyone ever call them facial tissues? They've always been known as a Kleenex.
People wouldn't say years ago, give me a tissue. They would say, pass me a Kleenex. And that is big.
You know a brand has power when the brand name literally becomes the name we use to call a product. Yet even with that recognition, Kimberly-Clark decided that 2023 would be the last year their Kleenex tissues would be sold in Canadian stores.
It's most likely a profitability play.
This analyst says the tissue market is highly competitive, but not always cost-effective.
The biggest problem was that despite the name recognition, there's nothing to distinguish their brand from any of the other major ones already in the Canadian market. Both Kruger Products and Irving have a good portion of the country's market on tissues, making it that much harder for Kleenex to compete.
We're ready to take on more volume and to take the place that is opening up.
Which one of these do you think deserves a second chance in Canada? Let us know in the comments.
It's one of those new paninis from Lean Cuisine.
I'm gonna go eat my keyboard.
Introducing Lean Cuisine paninis. Do something good for yourself.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.